to the betting exchange, and it's time for us to look all the way into the future, about 2 months or so, to the NFL playoffs, specifically in the NFC. Our way too early predictions, like this is way too early, so we're gonna take a shot. We're gonna take a shot at it, all right? So we're going to debate who we think are the 3 teams that are gonna lock in to the NFC's wildcard race. But here's the catch. We all have to decide as a squad which 3 teams are going in. So we're gonna make our own individual cases, and then we're gonna come to a decision together.
Okay.
You ready for that?
I'm ready for it.
All right,
Let's
I'm ready to get right into it. Let's take a look at the current playoff picture. Division leaders, we're not worried about them.
Yeah.
Just lock them in, all right? Now, the wild card, this is the current wild card setup with all the odds and everyone that's in the hunt. So let's get right to it. Katie, who are your 3 picks for the NFC wildcard?
So my 3 picks for the NFC wildcard, and I would debate that, it's never too early to talk about the NFC West, or as I like to call it, the NFC Best. And I'm actually liking the way that the wildcards are stacked up right now. My first selection, surprise, surprise, it's the San Francisco 49ers. They're playing some of their best ball right now. They're on the come up. They're all kind of coming together and healthy at the right time. My second pick is going to be the Los Angeles Rams. Nobody's catching up to Arizona. We already know that, but the Rams are too talented, and they had too strong in the start of the season to miss the playoff race. So I'm going to lock those 2 in for my first 2. And then I'm actually going to go with the Washington football team. My reason here being is that, except for the Raiders that are coming up this weekend, they have 5 divisional games for the rest of the season. They could win all those out and actually win their division, but I think the wild card spot is safe for them.
Ooh, I like that.
I like what you're doing with San Francisco. They're playing good ball right now. Jimmy Garoppolo has a great control of the offense. Their defense is playing well, and Deebo Samuel has just been playing like a beast.
Oh my God,
I like San Francisco as well.
Okay, great.
Some great picks. We're starting off strong right now. We're starting off strong. Erik, who's your 3 picks?
All right, I'm going to rock with you, Katie, on the NFC West. I do like the Los Angeles Rams. Matthew Stafford, they added Odell Beckham. That defense is amazing.
Yep.
They haven't been playing up to their standard right now, but I have a feeling they're going to continue. They're going to start back up.
I agree.
San Francisco as well. Like I mentioned, Deebo Samuel, Jimmy G, they have a great bond right now, so I really like what they're doing. But I'm going to take out the Washington football team, and I'm going to insert the Minnesota Vikings on this one. The Vikings, they have too strong of a defense led by Harrison Smith, one of the best safeties in the NFL. Mike Zimmer, this team is built for the playoffs. They run the ball well, they play great defense, and Kirk Cousins, is going to take care of the ball. And on their schedule, they got the Lions, and they play the Bears twice. So I feel like they're going to get the wins that you need to get into the wild card.
Yeah, I would agree with everything that you just said, and you made some really, really solid points. My only argument there would be that San Francisco has already beat Minnesota. So in a tiebreaker, the Niners are going to have that edge there.
All right, we'll see.
I like that. Now, I was going to send this into complete chaos and take out Arizona and put them into the wild card for the Rams, but I didn't want to shake it up too much. So first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ride with you. We're going to squad ride on the Rams. You made all the points that we need, plus their strength of schedule down the stretch. They're making the playoffs. It's just a matter of can they catch Arizona or not. But they're going to be locked in, so I locked them into the wild card. Next, I'm going to take the Washington football team out, and I'm going to put in those Philadelphia Eagles. I like their form despite that loss against my Giants, which they really should have won. I mean, they dropped like 2 touchdowns. I could not believe
Red zone
it, right?
interception.
All of that. So they have, I know that they're up a game just because they haven't played one yet. They should be 6-6, but they pretty much control their own destiny too with all the division games down the stretch, and they play the Washington football team twice, which I think are 2 winnable games. They get those 2, I think they locked in. I like those odds also. And here's my chaotic pick, all right? I'm going to take the 49ers out, and I'm inserting the New Orleans Saints. No, Drew Brees ain't back. No, Marquez Colston ain't back. None of those guys are back. But what I will say is this is a long shot for me based on the conference record. Right now, they're about a game up, San Francisco, on the conference record. When I'm looking at both of their schedules down the line, they have to go to Seattle. They do have to go to Seattle. No matter the schedule, you know how it is playing in Seattle. They have the Saints have a couple of tough games with Dallas and Tampa Bay. There is a chance. I know it's a long shot, but there is a chance to get in. So playing with the odds and all of that, I may take out the Saints and put in the 49ers. I know y'all think I'm crazy, but it's all right.
You're putting your money on Taysom Hill.
I'm putting my money on Kamara. And everybody else. I'm not doing all that. I'm just saying. Hey, nobody thought they could beat the Bucks.
Yeah, you're right.
Nobody thought, and I'm not saying lightning can't strike twice, but once you start getting into all those tiebreakers, maybe something can shake. I don't know.
All right, well, listen, the Saints do have a great defense, but they don't have a quarterback, so I don't know how I feel about that.
I hear you. I hear you. Well, let's get into all the picks. First off, these are Katie's way too early picks. Niners, Rams, and the football team. Let's get into Erik's. Rams, 49ers, and the Minnesota Vikings, and the most ambitious, my picks, the Rams, the Eagles, and the Saints. So now we gotta come to a decision. We gotta say which three are we locking in. So it seems like I'm on the outside looking in. It looks like we already have
Rams
two
are
locked in.
locked.
I don't
Yeah.
think I've heard your debates. I don't know if I can really shake, but I kind of can roll with that. Anyway, what are we gonna do about that third slot?
Ooh.
Well, here's the thing. If it's coming to Minnesota, again, I feel like San Francisco wins that tiebreaker. That's my only thing there. I don't know if I can get on board with New Orleans here. That's a little bit too much of a long shot for me.
Yeah, and I'm not confident on the Washington football team. They have one of the worst defenses in the league right now.
Which is wild.
They just give up so many touchdowns.
Yep.
So I'm gonna fade the Washington football team right now.
So where we go? We're going to Philly?
I mean, you stated a very interesting case
I'm
there.
just saying they control their own destiny.
And the NFC least, as I like to call it.
Jets, Giants, football team twice.
All right, I can rock with Philadelphia.
I can rock with Philadelphia as well. I like Jalen Hurts and what he's doing. Yes, he had a tough game last week, but I'm gonna rock with the Eagles.
Okay.
All right,
Look
so
at us.
these are our
Figuring
way
it out.
too early NFC picks. They was ready to get that in, too. They were like, it's definitely going to be the Eagles. So we're going with the Rams, the 49ers, and the Eagles. Those are our way too early picks. I feel confident about it.
Yeah.
I know you do, too.